everyone, welcome to Bookish Baking. My name is Kendall and today we are going to be making some treats inspired by Harry Potter. So we're going to be making some butterbeer pudding cookies and some exploding bonbons. We're going to start today with our butterbeer pudding cookies, and for that we are going to need some flour, sugar, butter, butterscotch chips, 1 egg and an additional egg yolk, vanilla extract, some instant butterscotch pudding mix, baking soda, and salt. The recipe I'm using for this today is going to be linked in the description below so you can bake along with me, or you can save it for later. But let's get started. We're going to start by preheating our oven to 350. Then we're going to line a baking sheet with parchment paper and set it aside. We're going to beat together our butter and sugar for about 2 minutes on medium speed until it's all mixed together. After about 2 minutes of mixing, we're going to add in our eggs, vanilla extract, our salt, and our baking soda, and we're going to mix that until it's all combined. Once everything is all combined, we're going to add in our butterscotch pudding mix, and we're only going to mix this for about 30 seconds until it's combined. Now we're going to add in our flour and we're going to mix that until it's all combined. Finally, we're going to mix in our butterscotch chips, and we're just going to mix that until it's combined. We don't want to mix it too much or our cookies will break. Now that the batter is all done, we're going to scoop it onto a baking tray. This makes about 24 cookies. You can just use a spoon if you'd like and just drop it on, but I'm going to be grabbing them with my washed hands and rolling them into balls to make them look just a little nicer. And we want them to be spaced about 2 inches apart so that they don't bake into each other. Now we're going to put these in the oven and let them bake for about 8 to 10 minutes. We don't want to bake them too long because then the cookies will come out hard and dry. We just want to bake them until they're set. While the cookies are baking, we're going to get started on our exploding bonbons. This is a super simple no-bake recipe, and all we're going to need for it are some Oreos, cream cheese, chocolate chips, and some Pop Rocks. This recipe is also going to be linked in the description below. First, we're going to line another baking sheet with parchment paper. We're going to put our Oreos into a food processor and pulse them and crush them until they are a fine powder. If you don't have a food processor, a large Ziploc bag and a rolling pin also works really well to crush them up. Once the Oreos are ground up into a fine powder, we're going to add our cream cheese and we're going to pulse it in intervals until it is all combined. Again, if you don't have a food processor, you can use a hand mixer for this. That works just as well. Once it's all combined, we're going to scoop the mixture out and we're going to put them into balls on the baking sheet about 1 tablespoon at a time. Once all the mixture is spooned out, we're going to put this in the freezer for about 15 minutes and let them set before we dip them in chocolate. Now that these have sat for about 15 minutes and my chocolate's all melted, we're going to dip them in some chocolate and put our Pop Rocks on top. So I'm going to use a fork to make it easier for the excess to drip off. Put it on there, dip it in some chocolate. Let some of the excess run off. And then we'll place it back on the baking sheet. And we're going to put some Pop Rocks on top. And we're going to do that with all of them until they're all covered. Once the chocolate hardens on the exploding bonbons, both of our treats are done. Both of these recipes are super simple and delicious. I know the exploding bonbons would be the first thing I grabbed if I went into Honeydukes. If you guys try these recipes out, please make sure to send a picture to our Facebook, Instagram, or programs@wmrl.ca. If you've got any suggestions for future recipes, please leave a comment down below, or any books you'd like to see. I hope you guys enjoyed these Harry Potter themed treats, and I hope to see you in the fall for some more bookish baking. Bye guys!